Hello everyone, today I will be showing you what is on my teaching portfolio that I have been taking with me to all of my interviews for teaching, and I got this idea from a wonderful YouTube channel called Pocketful Primary. She recommended this binder that's made out of leather, and she also recommended the templates, and I believe she made these herself, the templates. So I will have her channel linked down in the description so you can check her out, and I strongly believe that all of her information was super helpful, and so far all of the people that interviewed me have been super impressed with my portfolio. So let's go ahead and get started. Once you open it, you will see informational documents right here. And I really like this template that she has. It's a table of contents page that showcases everything that's going to be in the following pages. So first I have a cover letter, then I have a resume, then my teaching certificate, my undergraduate transcript, my philosophy of education, some lesson plans, my formal observations, and letters of recommendation. So right here you have my cover letter. It turns to my resume, which is 2 pages, and I really liked how I put the pages not front and back, but it's easy to read once you flip it over and the next page is right here. And this is a quick little page just showcasing the program that I joined in my college, and I talked a little bit about what I did with the program, and this is just a quick picture of some of the student teachers at my school. Next we have my transcript from my college with all of my letter grades, and this is my philosophy of education. It has a quick overview, and then it jumps to why I want to teach, what I will teach, and then how I will teach. Then we jump into our lesson plan examples. So throughout my student teaching, I conducted a total of 4 lessons, and I was being supervised by my amazing university supervisor. So first I have reading instruction. So for my reading instruction, I wanted to showcase my lesson, and I made it about author's purpose, and here we have my lesson plan all set out. And I also wanted to include some student work samples, which I thought were amazing by the students, by the way, and some task cards that I used throughout my lesson just in case the principal or the administration team might want to take a look at what I did. And here we have my lesson plan continued. For mathematics instruction, I made a lesson about financial literacy, which I honestly thought it was super successful. And we continue on to the next page, and you go to my 3rd lesson, which was pretty much an end of the year spiral review for the state exam. And finally, my 4th observation was about science, and I taught about electricity and energy and electric circuits and how energy flows. So I also have some awesome student exit tickets, which I really want to showcase because I believe having student work makes you pretty prepared, and it showcases that you are not only teaching but gathering feedback from your students as well. And next we have formal observations, which are a total of 4 again because I had 4 observations in total, and this is what my supervisor pretty much fills out as she's watching me teach. And we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And next we have some letters of recommendation, which I'm going to go ahead and skip because it's pretty much private information, and certificates. This is where I have my certificate of completing student teaching. This is where I got my pinning ceremony complete, and it just says elementary EC through 6 bilingual generalist. Once we turn the page, it's on to my next certificate, which is a mental health first aid training that we attended through our university, and a church organization training for kids that I received. And next we have some more table of contents. Again, this looks really neat in my opinion, and it's easy to access. So first I have classroom community, family communication, student engagement, classroom setup, instructional materials, technology integration, differentiation, and additional responsibilities. So, of course, first we have classroom community. This really showcases how I want to teach and how I really want my learning to be centered around my students and the environment of my classroom. Next, I have this quick little flyer that I made on Meet the Teacher Night, and I sent it home to their families, and the kiddos got to know a little bit more about me, some fun facts, some of my favorite foods, and some of my favorite hobbies, and of course some contact information. Next, I have student engagement, and I really wanted to showcase how I incorporate movement in my classroom and connecting learning to the real world, which is really important. Next, I have classroom setup, which of course I want to describe how I want my future classroom to be, which is definitely going to be collaborative, and how I want to have classroom rules to make sure that students are confident every single day that they step into my classroom to help build their independence. Next, we have instructional materials in my classroom, which the two most important in my opinion are going to be having anchor charts for my lessons and accessibility, having manipulatives in their little cubbies and pencils, something that's quick access for the students to have every single day, and so that things don't get lost, because as teachers we do not want that. Next, I have technology integration. These are the 4 main apps that I use during clinical teaching and that I have grown to love. And I have Seesaw, which is definitely for creativity and engagement in the classroom. Nearpod, which enhances student participation. BrainPop, if you're a teacher, you know what BrainPop is about. It's super fun. The videos are super enjoyable and the kids love it. And Jamboard, I like it to have student engagement and to brainstorm ideas as an entire class. And last but not least, we have differentiation. And these are the 4 key components of how to differentiate in the classroom. You have content, process, environment, and product. And these are some of the ways that I have learned have worked for me to differentiate for all students to master what I'm teaching in the classroom. And last but not least, I wanted to show the people that are interviewing me some of the anchor charts that I have made, and I printed them out because of course I can't bring the entire anchor chart with me to an interview. And this is one that I did for financial literacy. This is another one that I did. And this is an activity that we did as a class where the students practice how to add and subtract decimals using a checkbook register. So these are some of the things that have made up my portfolio. Of course, I will definitely be adding to it once I gain more experience, but so far this is what I have, and this is what has worked best for me. Taking these to an interview has really made me feel more confident when answering questions, so I really hope it helps you guys out. Please let me know if you have any questions, or leave a comment down below if you are a student teacher or if you're a first year teacher. I would love to know. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.